Shalom and good evening. This is TV7 Israel News broadcasting to you from Jerusalem. And in today's top stories, reports indicate President Trump's intentions to announce a peace initiative between Israel and the Palestinians within a month after the White House releases a statement saying that the Palestinians voiced their willingness to resume peace negotiations with Israel immediately. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu sends his condolences from Jerusalem to the victims of the Manchester terror attack and urges the world to unite in confronting Islamic terrorism as the Islamic State claims responsibility for the heinous attack. German Foreign Minister Sigmar Gabriel urges Iran to stop supporting armed groups in Syria and Iraq that are contributing to the destabilization of the Middle East if Tehran truly seeks good relations with the world. The White House issued a statement saying that Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas had made it clear to President Donald Trump during their meeting in the West Bank city of Bethlehem that he was willing to resume negotiations with Israel immediately. The statement further noted that President Trump had stressed in his conversation with the Palestinian leader that peace between Israel and the Palestinians was possible and that it was important to create a beneficial atmosphere in order to achieve it. It was further stated that both Trump and Abbas had reaffirmed their commitment to reach genuine peace between Israel and the Palestinians, and that they discussed ways to mobilizing the Arab states with which Israel has strategic relations to advance a political process. The statement by the White House came following a report by the Arabic London-based newspaper Al Hayat, which revealed that President Trump is expected to announce a peace initiative within a month. Meanwhile, President Trump's Middle East envoy, Jason Greenblatt, is scheduled to arrive in Israel tomorrow to follow up on Washington's efforts to restart the long-stalled peace talks between Israel and the Palestinians. Now, with regard to the heinous terror attack in Manchester, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu sent his condolences from Jerusalem to the families of the people who were brutally murdered and his wishes for a speedy recovery to all those who were injured. Netanyahu emphasized Israel's strong condemnation of the terrorist attack and reiterated that terrorism is a global threat that must be confronted in a coordinated manner by all enlightened countries to defeat this dangerous phenomenon everywhere. The Islamic State claimed responsibility for the suicide bomb attack, which claimed the lives of 22 people and injured some 59 others, many of them children under the age of 16. British police identified the suicide bomber as 22 years old Salman Abedi, a British national that was born in Manchester to parents of Libyan origin. An intelligence official told TV7 that the suspect visited Syria some time ago, where he joined the ranks of the Islamic State. Nevertheless, British police declined to give further details about the terrorist, while stressing that their main objective is to investigate whether Abedi was acting alone or working as part of a wider network.
Our priority, along with the police counter-terrorist network and our security partners, is to continue to establish whether he was acting alone or working as part of a wider network.
The Greater Manchester Police Chief further revealed that counter-terrorism units raided 2 sites in the northern English city, setting off a controlled explosion in one and arrested a 23-year-old man in a third location who is suspected of connection with the deadly attack. Now, in other news, German Foreign Minister Sigmar Gabriel urged Iran during a joint press conference in Berlin with his French counterpart Jean-Yves Le Drian to stop supporting armed groups in Syria and Iraq that are contributing to the destabilization of the Middle East if Tehran truly seeks good relations with the West.
Aber zur Wahrheit gehört auch, dass der Iran in vielen Konflikten der Region, im Jemen, im Irak, insbesondere in Syrien, Präsident Rouhani zu unterstützen, ihm auch die Zusammenarbeit anzubieten, ist unsere Politik, aber wir erwarten eben auch, dass der Iran am Persischen Golf und insbesondere bis hin in den Libanon über die Hisbollah und vielen anderen schwierigen Institutionen, die durch den Iran finanziert und unterstützt werden, eine Politik betreibt, die deeskaliert, die den Frieden voranbringt, die Stabilität voranbringt und nicht Krieg und Bürgerkriege.
The comments by the German top diplomat came as President Hassan Rouhani, long known as a cautious and mild-mannered establishment insider, reinvented himself as a bold champion of reform during his presidential election campaign, which culminated last weekend in victory with more than 57% of the votes. His main challenger, hardline judge Ibrahim Raisi, lingered far behind, receiving only 38%.
جناب آقای دکتر روحانی با 23,549,616 نفر یعنی 57% آرا را به خودشان اختصاص دادند و به عنوان رئیس جمهور مردم عزیز ایران انتخاب شدند.
French Foreign Minister Le Drian said that the re-election of President Rouhani will motivate Iran to play an important role in bringing stability to the Middle East and will also safeguard the nuclear agreement with the Islamic Republic, which it reached with world powers, in which Tehran agreed to limit its nuclear program in exchange for international sanctions relief.
Et nous sommes convaincus qu'avec la réélection du président Rouhani, l'Iran jouera un rôle important dans la pacification du cadre régional. Et par ailleurs, cette réélection renforce l'espoir que le gouvernement du président Rouhani applique rigoureusement l'accord historique du 14 juillet 2015 qui a permis de régler par la diplomatie un différend nucléaire majeur et qui, normalement, devrait engager une nouvelle étape entre l'Iran et la communauté internationale. Donc nous serons très vigilants sur ce point. Et sur le président Trump, nous regardons avec beaucoup d'attention la série de messages qu'il développe en ce moment dans son déplacement.
Iranian President Hassan Rouhani welcomed the voice of reconciliation from the West, declaring his re-election was a clear message from Iran's nation, which shows the path of interaction with the world away from violence and extremism. That said, President Rouhani warned that the Islamic Republic would not be ready to be humiliated or threatened, pointing to the strong rhetoric leveled against his regime by U.S. President Donald Trump, together with some 54 Sunni Muslim Arab nations, as well as a massive arms deal the United States made with Tehran's arch-rival Saudi Arabia, in which Riyadh will purchase advanced weaponry from Washington for some $100 billion.
امروز دنیا به خوبی می‌داند که ملت ایران مسیر زندگی در تعامل با جهان به دور از خشونت و افراطیگری را برگزیده است. ملت ما می‌خواهد در صلح و دوستی با جهان زندگی کند. ولی در این حال هم حاضر نیست تحقیر یا تهدیدی را بپذیرد.
خب عربستان شاید فکر میکنه سلاح باید بخره. ما که نیاز نداریم سلاح بخریم، ما سلاح میسازیم. ما هر سلاحی که مورد نیاز ما باشه قدرت ساخت اون رو داریم و میسازیم.
U.S. President Donald Trump, who concluded his visit to the Middle East yesterday after visiting both Saudi Arabia and Israel, vowed to back Washington's regional allies in the face of Iran's aggressions, while pointing to the fact that the Iranian threat was pushing Arab countries together in a positive way, and that he could see a much deeper path to friendship with Israel in between different nations of the region. Thank you for watching us. Due to Ascension Day, TV7 Israel News won't be broadcasted tomorrow, so I'd like to encourage you to continue to pray for the peace of Israel and the peace of Jerusalem, and we will see you again on Friday at the same time.
In order to donate to TV7 Israel News, please follow these simple steps. First, press the Donate logo, located at the bottom left side of TV7 Israel News Facebook page, or on the Donate tab at the head of the page. Then insert the amount you'd like to donate, and fill in your credit card information. Just like this. And press Review Donation and continue. After reviewing your donation details, please press Donate to finalize your donation. That's it! Your donation is now complete, and an email with your donation details has been sent to your email address. You can also print your donation receipt by pressing the link here. Thank you for supporting TV7 Israel News.